What's up guys, V here for another little platinum walkthrough video. This time it's going to be for Mowin and Throwin. This game may not sound familiar to you, and that's probably because you have not seen it anywhere outside of the PlayStation Store. The game does have trophies, but they haven't been synced to Sony's servers just yet, so they're not going to be on any of the tracking websites or any of the forums or any of that stuff, so it's kind of like a little hidden secret for those who want to play it before it actually gets loaded to the servers. So Mowin and Throwin is a little party game where you're going to be playing as gnomes, and the object of the game is to mow more grass than your opponent. It's basically that simple. Throughout the game you'll have objects that you can toss at each other to knock each other out, regrow grass, all sorts of stuff. So again, just a little party game. It'll be quick and easy. Nice little 20-minute, half an hour platinum. For this though, there is no online play and there is no AI. So you have to have human players slash just accounts to actually get through this game. You can do 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 2. I highly recommend doing 2 versus 2 because you will need that extra player on your side as well as on the opposing team. As far as controllers go, I recommend using at least 2, 1 on your team and 1 on the other team. That'll just make it a lot easier. Obviously, if you have more than 2 controllers, it'll be even easier for you. You can use the Vita as a secondary controller, and I do believe you can also use the iOS now. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% positive because I haven't tested it. I just heard that you can kind of use that as a controller after the latest updates. So before we get started setting up the players, we're just going to go ahead and go down to options. And because you're going to be using multiple controllers, I highly recommend turning the vibration off. This is because when you get hit, your controllers will vibrate, and if they're on the desk or a table or something, I don't want them falling off or any of that stuff. So just make sure vibration is turned off, and then back to the main menu and hit play, and we're going to set up a 2 versus 2 game. And here is where we need all of our accounts. You can use guest accounts for this. That's what I'm going to be doing here. And you can also use actual human accounts if you want. The trophies will unlock for every player as that individual player meets the requirements. So, for instance, there's a trophy for knocking out somebody on the other team. Whenever a player does that, no matter what player they are, the player that knocks the opponent out will get the trophy. And there's a trophy for ending the game in a tie. When that happens, all 4 accounts will get the trophy at the end of that game. Okay, so we're just going to start filling this in. So obviously we have player 1, and then I'm just going to hook up the second controller, and this is going to be for player 2. But when we start it, we're just going to go to new user, play as a guest, do not sign in, unless you have an account that you do actually want to use as you play. Otherwise, guest accounts will do just fine. So go ahead and set up the next one and join. And since I only have 3 controllers, I'm just going to show you the quick little switch user method to setting up the 4th player. Now this one is a little funky. Sometimes it works, sometimes it will unconfirm all the characters and you kind of have to keep going back and forth with it. So just be a little patient with this as you go. So in the quick menu, go to power and then switch user and then new user, play as a guest, do not sign in, and then select the game. And now you're ready. So ignore that pop-up that just happened. That's because we just came up onto this new guest account. And once you're ready, hit options and we'll go to the lawn select menu. And there is a trophy for completing a game on all 8 lawns. So we're just going to go through them all in order, and basically we're going to unlock the majority of the trophies in the first 4 levels, and then the last 4 are just going to be quick little finish it as quickly as you can to get them done for that final trophy. Okay, so we're going to start off on the Gnome Village, and here you're going to get about 7 to 8 trophies depending on your luck with the item drops because they, again, are random. So you do need the fertilizer to really be in your favor for this one, but I'll explain that when we get there. So go ahead and select Gnome Village. And as this is loading up, I'll go ahead and let you know of the first trophy that we're going for, and that is the Heads Up trophy. And this is to get knocked out by a falling item crate. And you can tell where these are going to land because there's going to be a yellow question mark on the ground. Let's just go through this little tutorial.
3.
And when the game starts, the first crate will fall and you'll see it. So just look for the yellow question mark, stand on it, and get knocked out by the crate. And then hit X to pick up the rock that fell from the crate, and go ahead and toss it right at your partner's face. And this will unlock the Good Grief trophy as well as the Smashing trophy. And now we need some fertilizer. You're actually going to need 2 bags on your side and 1 bag on the opposing side. So as you can see, the opposing side got one, so go ahead and pick that up with one of the other players. And now we need to wait for 2 to land on your side. Alright, so there's the first one. And go ahead and aim that directly at the gnome that is holding the other bag, as we're going to toss it at him once the 3rd bag falls. So just wait for it. He's going to get hit. That's okay, there's another bag like right there. Okay, so I have a 2nd bag on my side, so hopefully one of these ends up being another one. And again, this part is just about luck in regards to how the items actually drop for you. Getting 3 in one go set up as you need them, as you can see, is a little difficult. So just keep waiting for it. Alright, we got 2 on my side, we just need 1. Alright, so go ahead and toss your bag at the opposing gnome, and then quickly pick up the 2nd bag and toss it on the other side so all 3 are counting down. And this will unlock the 2-for-1 trophy as well as the Throw the Fertilizer trophy. And now we just need 1 more bag tossed on our side this time. So once you have a bag on the opposing side, toss it onto your lawn. And now we need to disable the bag when there is 1 second left. So quickly spam circle to try and get that. If it doesn't work, that's okay. If it does, obviously the trophy will unlock. You can't start that one early. You have to start it when it's at about 2 to 1 seconds. If you start it at 6, it won't count. So it's a little finicky in that sense, but we're not gonna go for any other ones for now. We're just gonna do the next miscellaneous ones on the next level. So just let the clock run out. And because it's a tie game, the Please Tie Again trophy will unlock for all 4 active players, so just wait out the last 20 seconds and we'll continue from there.
Go, go, go!
As you can see, everybody that is getting hit in the head with the item boxes are unlocking that Heads Up trophy. So again, every active player will unlock the trophies as they meet the requirements for them, which is really good if you're playing with friends or with family that have their own accounts on the system. So let's go ahead and wait for all these trophies to finish unlocking for everybody. Okay, and when they're done, go ahead and hit options to continue and go down to lawn select. And now we're going to move over to the 2nd lawn, which is turf warfare, so select that one. And we're going to go for 4 trophies on this one. It's going to be the Staahhp trophy, Not Your Dad's Lawnmower, 10% luck, 20% skill, and don't call it a comeback. So to get this one started, we got to wait for it to actually load. Okay, so go through the little tutorial at the beginning here, and to actually set up the 2 score-related trophies, you want to use the opposing team and mow at least 20% of your lawn. So just at the very beginning, go ahead and rack that up. It doesn't have to be exactly 20, you can go a little over, it doesn't really matter, but once you have it, exit out of your tractor because you won't be needing that anymore. And now we need 2 items next to each other on the opposing team side, and then an item crate to hit the first player's head. So here we have a rock. Go ahead and get hit by that item crate falling, and then toss the rock on the stunned gnome, and then the fertilizer bag on the gnome as well. And as long as they're stunned for 6 seconds, that trophy is going to go ahead and unlock for you. And now we need to get the Mowin trophy. So for this one, the Not Your Dad's Lawnmower, we are going to need to kind of boost into 2 fuel tanks with the tractor. And to boost, you just want to hold X and run over the fuel tank. And you need to do that with 2 of them. They don't need to be the same, done with the same boost. You just need to do them 2 period. So if you ended up mowing more than 20% of your opponent's lawn, by all means get into their tractor and just make sure you are losing by 20% here. Up. I'm out of gas, which we can easily refill. So I'm at 35, so I want to get to at least 55 on my opponent's score here. Alright. So I'm out of gas again, but that is okay. So we're going to wait here until the last 5 seconds of the game, and then make sure that we end up winning it within that time. So we just kind of have to wait here for the next about 50 seconds or so. Let's get this guy out of the tractor. And we're gonna make sure first player is in the tractor. And you can actually start mowing it now. You don't have to wait. You just need to make sure that you don't pass them until the last 5 seconds. So get that. Alright, so now just wait out the last about 20 seconds here, and then we're going to cut enough grass to beat that 58% score.
Go, go, go!
Let's not get stunned. And that will unlock the Don't Call It a Comeback trophy, as well as the 10% luck, 20% skill trophy. So here we go, last 5 seconds. Go ahead and beat that score. And both of those trophies will unlock for both members on the left team, the blue team here. Okay, so for the next lawn that we're going to do, before we move forward, I just want you to look at the screen really quick. As you can see, there are 5 categories and medals distributed among the players here. For the next lawn, we need to get gold in all 1 player. So pulling the grass, mowing the grass, growing the grass, throwing items, and then stunning other players. You need to make sure 1 player has the top score in all 5 of those categories. So go ahead and hit continue, go down to lawn select, and we're going to choose the 3rd lawn available, which is Gnomehenge.
Mow time.
And go ahead and go through this little loading screen. Okay, and then exit the little tutorial.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, before we get started, go ahead and use someone on the other team and just pull up 1 little chunk of grass by spamming circle, because you will need to grow at least 1 little chunk of grass with first player. So once you've done that, go ahead and pull up 2 or 3 pieces of grass by spamming circle, just to make sure that you get the top score in that category. And then you can do this with fertilizer or your tractor. I'm going to show you with the tractor for the growing part. So pick up any item and then toss it at any of the players to knock them out to get that score. And then just jump in your lawnmower and mow just a little bit. And as you can see down at your fuel tank meter down at the bottom, there's going to be 4 little boxes just above it that fill with grass as you mow along. This, you can shoot grass on your opponent's lawn to actually grow it. So while in your tractor, hit circle, go to that empty patch that you made earlier with your opponent. Wait for this item to drop. And hit X to grow the grass where that patch was, and that will get you the high score for the growing. Oh, let's just keep the lawn here. Alright, and we're also going to go ahead and mow 100% of the grass so that we can get the, what's this trophy called? Expect nothing less than perfect trophy, which is for mowing 100% of the grass before the timer is up. So we ran out of gas, but that's okay. We have a gas tank down here. Go ahead and toss it onto the tractor. And that will help towards the throwing score as well, even though nobody else is doing anything, so you'll get that one anyways. And just around. Oh, right before it. Okay. Alright, fill that back up. Oh, the rest of the grass. And then once you reach 100%, obviously the game will end because that is the most that you can mow. So first and second player will end up getting that trophy because they are on the winning team. And then because player 1 has all the gold medals, they will get the You're the Real MVP trophy. And now we can move on to the 4th level. So go ahead and hit continue, go down to lawn select, and now we're going to go to a lawn way down.
It's mow time!
Okay, and this is going to be the first level where you can actually fall off of the lawn. So we're going to get the 4 trophies related to doing just that. One is to kill yourself, one is to kill your partner, and one is to kill someone on the opposing team, and then the last one is to get poisoned and walk off. So go through this little tutorial here,
2, 1,
and go ahead and jump in your tractor, and you're just going to boost right off the edge, and this is going to unlock the Witness Me trophy. And if you need to fiddle around with your controller to change the users right here, go ahead and do so, but you need to move your teammate so they are on the edge, and then head on over to the tractor. And you're basically just going to push them off the edge. And that will unlock the Out of My Way trophy. And you're going to kind of do the same thing with the opposing team, except you're going to throw something at them to knock them off. So make sure you set up the opposing team member so they are on the edge. Get out of your tractor. And you just need any item that will bump them off. So we're going to use this fertilizer bag. Go ahead and toss it and knock them off, and then we'll unlock the Boop trophy. And now you need to get poisoned, and you can actually do this to yourself. So when a mushroom drops, either the opposing team or on your lawn, just make sure you get hit by it, and it will actually reverse your controls, and you need to walk off the lawn while the controls are reversed. So I've just poisoned myself, and now I'm going to walk off, and that will unlock the I meant to do that trophy. And that's going to be about it in regards to trophies for this level. So you can either wait out the clock, or get in your tractor and go ahead and finish 100% of the mowing of the grass to make this go quicker. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And just get a little gas refill. And I'm just going to speed this up so you don't have to watch me doing the rest of this lawn, because again, you can idle it or you can finish it. It doesn't really matter. You just need to get the clock down to 0. So I will be back here in about 57 seconds. Okay, and And when that level ends, the next 4, you can do whatever you want. You can idle them, you can play them, it doesn't really matter. You just need to make sure you play the remaining 4 lawns to get the last trophy, which is going to be the Seasoned Gnome trophy, and then the Platinum will unlock shortly after. So again, I'm just going to go through these and speed it up a little bit so you don't have to sit here watching me attempt to play this for the next 5 minutes or so. And then once we get to the last lawn towards the end of the clock or the score, I'll go ahead and come back and let you know that your trophies are about to pop. Okay, so this gas tank will basically finish us off, so go ahead and mow the rest of the grass to finish this lawn. Our little character. This will finish up all 8 lawns required for the Seasoned Gnome trophy, and because all 4 players were active this entire time, all 4 accounts will get that trophy unlocked. But because player 1 was the only one to do all the other trophies, they're the only one that is going to unlock the actual platinum. So again, a quick little one for you guys. Shouldn't take more than half an hour to complete. Hopefully the trophies get loaded to the servers sooner than later. I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take, but when they do, hopefully this video helps you out, and I will see you guys next time.